No Coca-Cola, no medicine, no access to basic hygiene products, but this is the daily reality in North Korea. The government's control goes beyond bizarre, banning everyday items that many of us take for granted. Today we uncover 15 shocking things forbidden in this isolated nation, offering a chilling glimpse into life inside one of the world's most secretive regimes. Let's start. Number 15. Ban on using North Korean won. In North Korea, tourists are forbidden from using the local currency, the won. Instead, they must pay with foreign money like euros, US dollars, or South Korean won. If the change isn't exact, you might receive a strange mix of currencies in return. This rule is just one of the many contradictions in North Korea's economy. Though international sanctions cripple their banking system, the government maintains strict control over the won. While they advertise a fixed exchange rate, most people avoid using the currency due to hyperinflation. Unofficially, the real rate is closer to 8,000 won per US dollar. But this is rarely spoken about, especially to foreigners. Oddly enough, banning tourists from using the won actually helps keep the currency stable, preventing foreign influence from distorting its value. Number 14. Ban on the internet. North Korea's internet is a tightly controlled and rare privilege, far from what the rest of the world knows. While the regime is notorious for cyber attacks, everyday North Koreans are largely cut off, confined to a domestic network called Kwangmyeong filled only with government-run sites. Every aspect of this network is monitored by Bureau 27. Phones, mostly imported and rebranded from China, are no different. These Android-based devices come preloaded with tracking software, allowing the government to monitor every move. Some citizens risk their lives smuggling unlocked phones from China to access the global internet, but getting caught can lead to heavy fines or imprisonment. Computers face the same fate, running on a North Korean modified Linux called Red Star, with built-in surveillance. Attempting to access the outside world or consume foreign media, especially from Europe or South Korea, carries severe punishment. In this suffocating digital landscape, those who manage to break free are extraordinarily rare, paying a steep price for even a glimpse of freedom. What would you do if using the internet could cost you your life? Do you believe access to the internet is a basic human right? Comment and chat with me. Number 13. Ban on wearing earrings and dyeing hair. In North Korea, you'll never see blonde, red, or rainbow-colored hair. The regime demands that all hair must be black, except for the elderly, who may dye their gray hair back to black. Defying this rule brings harsh consequences, not just for the individual but also for the hairdresser. Non-black hair dye is seen as a symbol of Western decadence and is strictly banned. The repression extends beyond hair. Earrings, piercings, and even belly rings are viewed as dangerous signs of Western influence. Just like colorful hair or jeans, wearing earrings can get you in serious trouble. The country's fashion enforcers are relentless, punishing anyone they catch. Even tourists, though now allowed to visit, tread carefully. A simple misstep in appearance can lead to severe consequences. If you ever go, be vigilant. North Korea's fashion rules are unforgiving. Fashion isn't just about expression in North Korea, it's about survival. But what's so dangerous about something as simple as blue jeans? Number 12. Ban on blue jeans. If you're going to North Korea, leave your jeans behind or you could be in serious trouble. In this tightly controlled country, jeans are more than just clothing. They're a symbol of Western imperialism. Wearing them isn't a harmless choice, it's a political act that could lead to harsh consequences. North Korean women often wear styles from the 1940s, worker uniforms, or traditional hanboks, with clothing choices strictly regulated, especially in Pyongyang. There may not be official laws, but the Youth League Patrol monitors the streets, questioning anyone dressed inappropriately. Women in jeans, shorts, or tight clothing are especially targeted. In North Korea, fashion isn't self-expression, it's a sign of political loyalty. Although exact penalties are rarely publicized, independent reports reveal a grim truth. those caught in Western clothing can face severe punishment as political prisoners. In North Korea, fashion is not just style, it's a dangerous form of defiance. What about being banned from enjoying a simple cigarette? Before we go any further, I have a 10-second request for all of you. If you can help us out, please hit that subscribe button. In return, we promise to continue making this show even better for you. Got it? Number 11. Ban on foreign cigarettes. Never bring cigarettes into North Korea. You'll be charged with smuggling on the spot. Since the year 2005, when the tobacco control law was introduced, North Korea has tightened restrictions on smoking, especially on importing foreign brands. The law now bans e-cigarettes and smokeless tobacco, and no smoking signs are everywhere, including residential areas near companies. Kim Jong-un himself enforces these rules harshly, insisting North Korea's cigarettes are good enough and calling it unpatriotic to smoke foreign ones. His inner circle is strictly forbidden from touching them. But here's the irony: despite his strict policies, Kim has been repeatedly caught smoking foreign luxury brands. In one famous photo, he was seen holding a $70 French cigarette during a children's camp visit. While he demands loyalty from his people, Kim indulges in the very luxuries he denies them. It's clear North Korea's best pleasures are reserved for him alone. For a deeper look into North Korea's baffling restrictions, watch our video 23 Strange Rules for North Korean Women now. Let's confront the harsh realities North Koreans endure daily. Number 10. Ban on medicine sales. North Korea's high mortality rate stems from a widespread lack of access to essential medicines and proper health care. Though the government promises free health care, the reality is grim. Citizens pay a small portion of their wages for social insurance, but state-run hospitals often lack the basic medications needed for treatment. Defectors describe a healthcare system in constant crisis, where people are left empty-handed despite paying for care. Private pharmacies are banned, leaving citizens entirely dependent on the failing state system. The shortage of critical medicines deepens the suffering, as hope for proper treatment remains out of reach. Number 9. Ban on condoms. Shockingly, most North Koreans don't even know condoms exist. Decades ago, they appeared briefly on the black market but remained unknown to the public. Today, condoms aren't sought after, not because they're rare, but because people simply don't know about them. Despite marriage and family life continuing, basic sexual health knowledge is almost non-existent. Family planning isn't discussed, leaving young men and women without education on safe sex as they mature. This ignorance leads to severe consequences, particularly around sexually transmitted diseases. Women, in particular, are unaware of the risks. Once infected, the stigma is overwhelming. Many avoid treatment, trapped in fear and lifelong shame. Number 8. Ban on McDonald's. Imagine craving a Big Mac or crispy fries, but in North Korea that's just a distant dream. Like Coca-Cola, McDonald's is banned. No burgers, no fries, no Happy Meals. Yet the elite find a way. Through Air Koryo, they smuggle in McDonald's meals from abroad. Some even dine on Western-style sandwiches in exclusive Pyongyang restaurants. Kim Jong-un, rumored to have a taste for McDonald's after his time in Europe, even created his own version of the burger, a double meat sandwich called Goya Bang. His indulgences don't end there. He's known to enjoy wine, foreign cigarettes, and gourmet cheeses, luxuries forbidden to ordinary citizens. For most North Koreans, even dreaming of these banned threats could lead to severe punishment, reinforcing the painful divide between the elite and everyone else. But while McDonald's might be out of reach, what about popular culture? The next ban is more than just a restriction, it's deadly. In North Korea, even a love for K-pop could cost you your life. Number 7. Ban on South Korean cultural products. North Korea exercises extreme control over its citizens, and one of the most serious risks is being found with any material from South Korea. Even something as simple as a K-pop video or drama can have dire consequences. This is not fiction, it's the harsh reality. The regime has punished many individuals, sometimes with the ultimate penalty, for merely consuming South Korean content. As South Korea's cultural reach grows internationally, North Korea tightens its restrictions. Kim Jong-un perceives this influence as a significant threat and reacts with severe measures. In the year 2013, 80 individuals were publicly killed across 7 cities for the offense of watching South Korean media. These alarming public acts serve to instill fear in the population, aimed at maintaining the regime's control. Number 6. Haircut regulations. In North Korea, even personal appearance is tightly controlled by the government. It's not just clothing, hairstyles are strictly regulated too. Last year, the regime released a list of 28 approved hairstyles to prevent capitalist influence and promote comfort. 18 styles are for women, 10 for men, giving women nearly twice the options. Married women have a little more freedom, allowed modest curls, but for men, the rules are harsher. Young men must keep their hair no longer than 5 centimeters and get it cut every 2 weeks, with the government claiming long hair drains nutrients from the brain. Older men get a slight concession, hair up to 7 centimeters. Ironically, North Korean men are banned from copying their leader Kim Jong-un's own hairstyle. His signature cut, shaved sides with longer hair on top, mirrors a Western trend from the 1990s, but it's not on the approved list. This contradiction underscores the suffocating control the regime holds over its citizens' lives, even down to their hair. Number 5. Ban on religious books. Bringing any religious text into North Korea, whether a Bible, Buddhist scriptures, or anything linked to faith, is one of the most dangerous things you can do. These texts are strictly banned, and being caught with one can lead to horrific consequences, imprisonment, torture, or even execution. The North Korean regime ruthlessly punishes any form of religious activity. In the early 90s, over 100 Christians were executed or sent to labor camps for their missionary work. Churches and monks seen today are mere props to deceive outsiders, while Christianity is viewed as a symbol of Western influence that must be crushed at all costs. Not owning a car. That's just the start. In North Korea, the government controls more than just what you drive, they decide where you live. Imagine never being able to own your own home. Number 4. Prohibition on buying private homes. In North Korea, no one truly owns their home. The government controls every house, deciding who lives where based on occupation and political loyalty. While the system claims to solve housing issues, it's deeply unfair. The best homes go to high-ranking officials and military leaders, while ordinary citizens are left with modest, basic housing. Even privately built homes can be seized at any time since all land belongs to the state. For the average person, owning a home isn't just difficult, it's nearly impossible. Number 3. Ban on sanitary pads. In North Korea, where Kim Jong-un's regime enforces relentless control, daily life is filled with unthinkable restrictions. Among the most harrowing is the ban on women purchasing sanitary pads. Women are forced to make do with reused clothes, risking infections, pain, and constant discomfort. This is not just a hygiene issue, it's a battle for survival. Accessing sanitary pads through illegal means can lead to imprisonment or torture. In this oppressive reality, something as basic as a sanitary pad becomes forbidden, a stark reminder of the harsh and dangerous conditions women endure. Number 2. Coca-Cola. If you love Coca-Cola, North Korea is not the place for you. A single sip could put you behind bars. Until the year 2015, only 2 countries banned Coca-Cola: Cuba and North Korea. But after Cuba lifted its ban, North Korea became the last holdout. Coca-Cola has stated that if its products are in North Korea, it's due to smuggling, not legal sales. Although the company stays out of politics, its ties to the U.S. and its role in global conflicts have made it a symbol of Western influence, something North Korea fiercely rejects. In a country where anything tied to America is forbidden, drinking a Coke is an act of defiance. Those caught can face harsh punishment, from labor camps to lengthy imprisonment. Number 1. Ban on buying cars. Owning a car in North Korea is almost impossible. Despite having an auto industry since the year 1950s, by the year 2019, there were only about 23,000 cars for a population of 25 million, most reserved for the government, military, or police. The reasons are staggering strict laws, sky-high costs, and a market out of reach for ordinary citizens. Until the year 2017, private car ownership was nearly unheard of, limited to those with government ties. Then the regime surprisingly allowed private ownership, claiming it would boost the transportation system. But don't get your hopes up. Buying a car remains a bureaucratic maze, requiring endless paperwork, government approval, and even family consent. Though technically possible, the road to car ownership is still heavily obstructed. If you like today's video, please give me a like, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel GlobeGo. Your support means a lot to us. Click on the video that appears on your screen now. I am sure you will like this content. Comment below with the next country you'd like to see featured on our channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Thanks for being with us. Leave a comment, like to show your support, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. See you next time.